Have you ever woken up, glanced down, and realized nothing's happening? No morning energy? No natural rise? Just stillness. It's not painful. It's not traumatic. But it's quiet. And deep down, it doesn't feel right. Maybe you brushed it off at first. Just tired. Maybe you joked about it. Guess I'm getting old. Maybe you said nothing at all, and just got used to the silence. But here's the thing. Silence like that? It means something. And you're not the only one noticing it. Thousands of men over 60 have quietly reported the same thing. The slow fading of morning vitality. The missing spark. The way your body once responded, now seems to hesitate. And I get it. It's easy to believe it's just another part of getting older. But what if it's not? What if I told you that what's fading isn't your desire, or your strength, or your manhood? It's your circulation. And what if I told you that a simple cold drink, yes, something you can mix in under 60 seconds, has been quietly helping men restore blood flow, regain confidence, and feel present again? Not with medication, not with shame, not with unrealistic promises, just a drink and a decision to take back control. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how it works, what it's made of, and why it matters more than you think. Because you're not broken, you're not alone, and you're not done. But before we begin, if this already feels like something you needed to hear, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and drop a comment below, even just to let me know you're watching. Now let's talk about what's really going on underneath the silence. 1. Beetroot. Let's start with one of the most surprising heroes in this journey, beetroot. Yep, the humble, deep red root vegetable you may have seen on a salad or ignored at the grocery store. Turns out, this earthy little plant holds a quiet power that could help change how you feel every morning. Why? Because beetroot is packed with something your body used to make more of when you were younger: natural nitrates. Now don't let that word scare you. These aren't the harmful nitrates you hear about in processed meats. These are the good kind, the kind that your body converts into nitric oxide, and that is where the magic begins. Nitric oxide is like a traffic controller for your blood vessels. It tells them to relax, to open up, which means better blood flow, especially down there. That's important because when your circulation slows, it doesn't just affect your hands and feet, it affects your confidence, your energy, and yes, your performance. One man I spoke with, a 66-year-old retired mechanic named Jerry, told me, "I wasn't expecting much. I just figured it was too late. But after 2 weeks of drinking beet juice daily, I woke up different, stronger, more like me again." And Jerry isn't alone. Studies show beetroot can help improve stamina, lower blood pressure, and even sharpen your mind. But here's what matters most. It helps the blood go where it needs to go, when you need it most. So how do you use it? Simple. You've got 2 easy options. Fresh beetroot juice. You can buy it at most health stores. Just make sure it's 100% pure, no sugar added. Beetroot powder. Add 1 teaspoon to a glass of cold water. Stir well. That's it. You can drink it in the afternoon, or even better, about an hour before bedtime. Let it work quietly while you rest. It's not a magic potion, but if you're consistent, it can help your body remember how to respond again, naturally. Still with me? Good. Because next, we're going to talk about something a little sweeter, and how it protects your heart and your hormones at the same time. 2. Pomegranate juice. Now let's move from earthy red to rich ruby. If beetroot is the engine starter, then pomegranate juice is the fuel stabilizer. And if you've never tried it before, or gave it up years ago, this might be your sign to bring it back. Why? Because pomegranate juice doesn't just taste good, it protects your arteries like almost nothing else in your fridge. Here's how it works, in simple terms. As we get older, especially after 60, our blood vessels start to stiffen. They don't open up as easily. They don't carry blood as smoothly. And when blood flow is limited, guess what? So is everything else. Now here's where pomegranate steps in. It's loaded with antioxidants, especially one called punicalagin. Don't worry about remembering the name. What matters is what it does. It reduces inflammation, fights off artery damage, and helps prevent the buildup of plaque inside the blood vessels. Think of it like gently cleaning out your pipes, one sip at a time. And there's more. Pomegranate juice has also been shown to support testosterone production, especially in older men. Not in a get-ripped-fast way, but in a revive-your-natural-rhythm kind of way. A man named Samuel, 71, soft-spoken, widowed, told me he started drinking a small glass of pure pomegranate juice with his beetroot powder every evening. He said, "I don't need miracles. I just want to feel present in my own body again. This gave me that. That kind of peace, that kind of steady confidence, it matters. So here's how to make it work. Go for 100% pomegranate juice, not a cocktail blend. No added sugar. The natural sweetness is enough. Mix 4-6 Oz with your beetroot drink, or sip it alone in the evening. If you're watching your sugar, go smaller. Even a few ounces can help. This combo, beetroot plus pomegranate, is one of the simplest, most natural ways to support healthy blood flow, not just in your heart, but in the places you quietly miss feeling alive. And we're not done yet, because next up, we're going to add a surprising little spice, one that turns up the heat in your circulation and keeps things moving. 3. Cayenne pepper. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Cayenne pepper? Really? In a drink? But hear me out, because this tiny pinch of spice might be the missing spark your body's been waiting for. See, circulation isn't just about big arteries and heart health. It's also about the small vessels, the micro pathways that carry blood to your fingers, your toes, and yes, down there too. And as we age, these little highways start to slow down. Your hands get cold. Your feet feel numb. You start to lose that morning energy. And it's not just in your mind. Cayenne pepper, even in the smallest amount, can wake things up. It contains a compound called capsaicin, the same thing that gives hot peppers their kick. But it also sends a message to your blood vessels. Open up, move, flow. One man, Charles, 69, told me he started adding just a tiny pinch to his evening drink. He said, "I felt a warmth that surprised me, in my hands, in my chest, and yeah, even below the belt. And that warmth, that's your circulation returning. Your blood is flowing again. It's not about heat, it's about movement, and movement is life. Here's the key. A little goes a long way. This isn't a hot sauce challenge. You just need a pinch, less than 1/8 teaspoon. Add it to your beetroot and pomegranate mix. Stir it well, drink slowly, let it work gently. If you're worried about spice, start with less and build up over time. You don't need to feel heat in your mouth. You're aiming for a gentle shift in your body. And remember, this isn't a cure-all, but it's a signal, a reminder to your system that blood should be flowing, and not just to survive, but to thrive. With beetroot opening your vessels, pomegranate protecting them, and cayenne lighting the fire, you're already halfway to restoring the rhythm your body remembers. But we're not done yet, because there's one more ingredient that often gets overlooked, and without it, none of this works the way it should. 4. Lemon juice, plus water. All right, so we've got the big players, beetroot for blood flow, pomegranate for protection, cayenne for ignition, but without this last piece, you might not get the full benefit. I'm talking about water, with a little fresh lemon juice. Simple, right? Maybe even boring. But here's the truth. Hydration is everything, especially after 60. You see, as we age, our thirst signal starts to fade. We don't feel as thirsty, so we don't drink as much. But your blood still needs water to move. Your cells still need it to absorb nutrients. And your body still needs it to function, quietly, steadily, all day long. Now add lemon to that water. That's where it gets interesting. Lemon juice does a few things. It helps balance your pH, making your body a little more alkaline, which supports better energy. It improves nutrient absorption, meaning all the good stuff from the beetroot, pomegranate, and cayenne actually gets into your cells faster. It gently stimulates digestion and liver function, helping your system clear out toxins and stay light, not sluggish. It's not a miracle, but it's a key that unlocks the rest. And honestly, it just feels good. There's something refreshing about cold lemon water. It wakes you up without caffeine. It cools you down without sugar. And when you sip it slowly, especially in the evening, it signals to your body, we're resetting, we're restoring. So here's how to use it. Start with a glass of cool water, not ice cold. Squeeze in half a fresh lemon. Drink it about 20-30 minutes before your cold drink mix, or right after if you prefer. You can even sip this throughout the day as a gentle tonic. One of my viewers, Martin, 73, started calling it his evening reset. He said, I used to drink soda every night. Now I just do lemon water. My body thanks me every morning. And you know what? Sometimes it really is the small changes that make the big difference. You've now got the full formula: beetroot to open, pomegranate to protect, cayenne to spark, lemon water to deliver. So what happens when you stick with this for 7, 14, even 30 days? That's what we'll talk about next. Not just what changes in your body, but what might shift in how you feel about yourself again. Let me say something that no one says enough, especially to men over 60. You're not broken. You're not failing. You're not past your prime. You're not less of a man because your body isn't responding the way it used to. You're likely just dehydrated, deficient in a few key nutrients, and maybe a little disconnected from yourself. And that's not your fault. No one taught us how to age well. No one told us that blood flow matters just as much in our 60s and 70s as it did in our 30s. We were told to tough it out, man up, or worse, to just accept it. But here's the truth. Your body hasn't given up. It's just been waiting for you to pay attention again. And the beauty of this drink we've talked about, beetroot, pomegranate, cayenne, lemon water, is that it's not a cure, it's not a hack, it's a reminder to your system to start moving again, a reminder to your heart to start pumping with purpose, and a reminder to you that there's still fire in the engine. When you show your body that you care, even in these small daily ways, your body often responds with something powerful: trust. It starts showing up again. Morning energy returns. That quiet sense of confidence, that feeling of I've still got it. It doesn't have to live in the past. I've seen this shift in dozens of men, some in their early 60s, others well into their 70s, and they all say the same thing. I didn't realize how far I'd drifted until I felt like myself again. So if you're sitting there thinking, is it too late? No, it's not too late. You're not too old. You're not too far gone. You're just one small habit away from coming back to life, fully, naturally, and on your terms. Now let's talk about what to do next, how to make this part of your life, not just a one-time experiment. All right, you've made it to the end, and I want to leave you with something simple. Try it, just once. Not for perfection, not for anyone else, just for you. Take 6 ounces of cold water, add a teaspoon of beetroot powder, mix in 3-4 ounces of pomegranate juice, sprinkle in a tiny pinch of cayenne, squeeze half a lemon, stir it up, drink it slowly, do it in the evening, maybe 30-60 minutes before bed. Then just notice. Notice how your body responds. Notice how your sleep feels. Notice how you feel when you wake up. And if something shifts, even just a little, I want you to come back here and comment one word: present. Because that's what this is about. Not chasing youth, not pretending to be 30 again, but showing up in your life with energy, with presence, and with quiet strength. If this video spoke to you, if it gave you hope, or even just a sense of, maybe I'm not alone, I'd be honored if you'd support this channel. Tap like, hit subscribe, and drop an emoji in the comments to let me know you're taking back control, one small sip at a time. We're building something here, a community of men who don't want shortcuts, but want to feel alive again. Naturally, gently, fully. You're not broken, you're just getting started. And I'm glad you're here. Until next time, be kind to yourself and stay present.